Thank you so much for joining us in this presentation on virtual summer abroad. My name is Karen, and I'm very happy that you're able to join us this afternoon. So before we get started, we wish to acknowledge this land on which the University of Toronto operates. For thousands of years, it has been the traditional land of the Huron-Wendat, the Seneca, and the Mississaugas of the Credit. Today, this meeting place is still the home to many Indigenous people from across Turtle Island, and we are grateful to have the opportunity to work on this land. So in terms of agenda for this presentation, I expect this to be pretty quick. And the main purpose of this presentation is just to give you a better sense of what virtual summer abroad is. What I plan to do is to provide some introductions, as I mentioned, to provide an overview of virtual summer abroad, to provide also spotlight on 3 courses that are already open for applications, which are 2 based in China and 1 based in South Africa. We will then hear from Kyle, who actually took one of our virtual courses last summer. So he'll join us, talk more about his experiences. I'll talk about next steps following that. This is a webinar, so there is a Q&A module at the bottom of your screen. Please feel free to type in any questions that you may have. I will answer it live, and I will keep track of any questions that come in. So we'll keep this a bit casual. Please feel free to ask any questions, or if you want to highlight something more that I'm talking about, please feel free to indicate that in the question and answer module. For those who aren't really familiar with Summer Abroad is a program that has been around at U of T for a long time. We're actually celebrating our 50th anniversary this year. So 50 years ago in 1972, we offered our first course in Siena, Italy. Many decades after that, our programs have grown quite a bit, and we have offered programs and courses at destinations all over the world throughout the summer. It is an opportunity for students to take a full year-wide credit in 3 to 6 weeks during the summer, so it doesn't interfere with your academic year. It's also great because it is a pretty seamless process in terms of adding the course into your transcript. Not only are you immersed into a destination that is abroad, you're also get a full year U of T credit. So once you complete the program or course, it contributes to your CGPA, and it does not involve any transfer credits. Our courses are pretty popular also because it involves small class sizes, and typically this is about 18 to 30 students. This is a great opportunity for students to have a chance to really know their fellow classmates. So that's a really great opportunity for them as well. Students take our courses for a variety of reasons. One of them is to provide or fulfill program or breadth requirements. So depending on what kind of course that you're interested in taking, it could actually fulfill one of your program requirements. It could be a breadth requirement as well, or fulfill something like an elective or something that really piques your interest as well. So there are a variety of reasons of why students may take a summer abroad course. Most of our courses are taught by U of T faculty. It's great to really get to know your professors as well. Usually you're used to larger classes at U of T virtually or on site. So taking one of our courses, because they're small, it leaves room for you to really get to know your professors and your professors to get to know you as well. It is an all-inclusive study option. Traditionally, if you take a summer abroad course, of course you go abroad to a destination, but we also include field trips, guest lecturers, orientations, a lot of additions that really contribute to your experience when you are abroad. So that also provides a really popular choice for students for taking a summer course. And lastly, our traditional summer abroad courses have access to on-site non-academic support, meaning that in addition to taking this course and going on field trips, you also have access to support that is non-academic. So in cases of emergencies, planning for orientations, etc., we do rely on on-site staff to help us really run our courses, make sure that everybody is comfortable while they're abroad. So in a nutshell, that is what summer abroad courses entail. Now, as you know, we've gone through a pandemic, and we're still going through a pandemic. And because of that, last year we decided to pivot and offer virtual summer abroad courses. Obviously, we didn't have a chance to offer any on-site courses, so we did offer virtual summer abroad courses, meaning that we will take a lot of the benefits of taking a summer abroad course and offer it virtually. So students had the opportunity to still gain a full year credit, still really get to know their classmates, and still be immersed in the international destination just virtually. So I'll explain the benefits of taking a virtual summer abroad course and what exactly this entails. Last year, we did offer a few virtual courses, and they ran pretty well, which is great. This included courses that was based in China, based in Ecuador, based in South Africa, Italy, and England. As I mentioned, this highlighted benefits in actual summer abroad course. So virtual study abroad, we are going to be offering a few virtual summer abroad courses for the second year this summer. So virtual study abroad allows students the opportunity to explore global issues by learning from experts in the field and connecting with a site through immersive tours, interactive guest lectures, etc. So for instance, we offered a cinema course that was based in Italy. And during the cinema course last summer, it was offered virtually. However, we had virtual tours that was based in Italy, guest lecturers, and opportunity for students to virtually see very popular film backdrops and locations, what you're studying in real time in Italy. This really provided students a great sort of insight, the destinations in Italy, such as in Venice, in Florence, in Rome. So even though you weren't technically there, we had people who were there that were dedicated in touring the class, getting them to know the features on site. You get international exposure, so virtual field trips and connecting with local experts abroad really complements the course content. There's interactive features that link the course to the overseas location. So during these virtual field trip guest lectures, you also have the opportunity to ask questions in real time. So it does give you a chance to really get to know different people from different locations, as well as to converse with your fellow classmates and your instructor. Just like a regular summer abroad course, our virtual summer abroad courses are 3 to 5 weeks. So you still get that full year credit. It still contributes to your CGPA. The difference is, however, it is cheaper. So you're not exactly traveling to a destination. You're not paying for accommodations or flights or insurance and everything else that goes along with travel. So in terms of cost, it's a cheaper choice in terms of gaining a full year credit and still gaining international experience without incurring a lot of the costs affiliated with travel. It is also accessible. For the first time last summer, we had students to have the ability to take a summer abroad course from any location. You don't have to be in Toronto necessarily, just as long as you attend the virtual field trips as well as the lectures each day, then it doesn't really matter which time zone you're in or where exactly you're located. It is, as I mentioned, it's accessible and you have access to guest speakers and local experts abroad. In addition, there are professional developments as well. You build a global network, and this network is from the comfort of your own home. You have global awareness and skills. So you could add some of these experiences to your resume. Employers are always looking for cross-cultural communication, flexibility, interests, and global perspectives. You get to dip your toes in an international experience. You have possibilities for graduate school. So what we mean by that is that because you get to really know your professors and other experts and guest lecturers, it gives you exposure in terms of questions that you may have in terms of research or graduate school moving forward. In terms of professional development, you get to gain your confidence. As I mentioned, not like other courses at U of T, this is smaller and you will get to meet students from a variety of different programs as well as campuses. So you gain more confidence and before committing to a big international trip and expanding your international education. You build your presentation skills. There's room for discussion and debate because it's small. There's not many people in your course. You learn about the destination. Instructors often mention that the class becomes less shy once the weeks progress because you're very comfortable with your fellow classmates as well as the instructor. So it leaves room for more discussion and it really builds up your confidence. And you build a gateway for future travel. So you learn how to communicate with people from different cultures and backgrounds. You gain cultural context as well as appreciation. And it really prepares you for your next international experience. So when it's safe to go to all these cities, it'll be great to have background and context of a lot of these cities that you want to travel to. And lastly, you want to immerse yourself. So as I mentioned, you gain a full year-wide credit in 3 to 5 weeks of study, depending on the course that you do take. You focus on only one course, so it's a more condensed schedule. As you can imagine, if you're taking full year course from 3 to 5 weeks, then expect to have classes most days of the week. Usually it's Monday to Thursday or Monday to Friday, and these are mandatory. And as I mentioned, you could take the course from any location, so wherever you are. You have to keep in mind that attendance to virtual lectures and virtual activities are mandatory. Most of these lectures they're synchronous lectures. You're expected to be there. There's going to be like the maximum of 30 students in your class. So your professor will know whether or not you're attending. So because of the immersive experience and material that you have to go through, you're expected to attend every virtual lecture and every virtual activity. You cannot take a summer abroad virtual course at the same time as a regular U of T online course. If you are committed in taking a virtual summer abroad course, because of of how condensed it is, we highly recommend that you do not take another course during that same time so it doesn't overlap. And obviously, having access to a computer, a working webcam and microphone, and reliable access to internet is mandatory and expected while taking a virtual summer abroad course. So as I mentioned, last year, we did offer virtual summer abroad courses for the first time. And we did ask questions. We did host evaluations. We were really curious what students got out of their experience. And overall, students really had positive experience. You could see from this word cloud, this really summarizes a lot of the feedback that we got from students based on their anonymous evaluations. They noted that guest speakers, virtual tours, group discussions, having access to international perspectives, getting to know their professors, having interact and building friendships as highlights of their experience. So if you want to know more about these evaluations, you could read our survey results on our website if you want to know more about students' responses to taking virtual courses. So we are very thrilled of what students did take away from taking a course such as this. Now, we're still in the working process of confirming all of our courses for summer abroad. We do expect to have all of our courses online and offered as of next week, which is the beginning of February. So far, as of January, we have 3 virtual programs that are open. Each of them offer 1 course, and I will talk more about them in a couple of minutes. So the first one is based in China, in Beijing, Tianjin, and this is a full year sociology course in selected topics in sociological science research on contemporary Chinese society. The second program that we're offering is also based in China, and this is a JPA 331Y course, which is political science or Asian studies, and this is on the rise of global China. And lastly, we have a MGT 396 management course in inclusive consulting with micro enterprises, and this is based in South Africa. So quite a variety of courses that we're offering already. And as I did mention, additional virtual courses or possibly on-site courses will be confirmed as of early February. So we recommend that you check our website practically on a daily basis to see if there's any updates. So first up is our program based in Beijing and Tianjin. This course will be for 4 weeks and it will be from May 14th to June 10th. This is taught by Professor Weiguo Zhang and Professor Tat Zhang. They have taught this course on site as well as virtually for a couple years now. And it's been a very popular as well as a very successful course that students have taken. And the course aims to enhance students' understanding of Chinese politics, economy, and culture, and the impacts of market-oriented reforms on the lived experiences of people in contemporary China. It's a very interesting course, and they do involve a lot of guest speakers, as well as even coffee chats with different experts on different fields. This is a very invested course. There's a lot involved, and the evaluations that we do get from students taking this course virtually have been great. We do have very dedicated profs. These 2 profs are very dedicated to the course as well as the subject matter and to the student experience as well. So as I mentioned, there will be lots of guest speakers, online discussions with experts abroad, and real-time virtual field trips. In fact, last year we had somebody based in Beijing and Tianjin who actually had a camera and took us around to different destinations, really complemented the course material. So if you're interested in this program, there is actually an information session on this course. You'll get to hear more from the professors as well. And this will be on this Friday, January 28th at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to register, please feel free to visit our website, and hopefully we'll get to see you there as well on Friday. The second course that is now open for applications is based in South Africa. This is a very different course. It is an MGT 396 special topics course in inclusive consulting with micro enterprises. This will be for approximately 5 weeks from May 9th to June 13th. The instructor of this program is Professor Anne Armstrong, who's been teaching this course on site and virtually for a couple of years as well. This course is very closely while working with a consulting agency called Reciprocity. They are a South Africa-based consulting agency, and you get to learn more about consulting work. You work in small teams, partner with a micro entrepreneur that is based in one of the townships in Cape Town to learn more about the challenges and help identify opportunities for growth. This is a really, really interesting course and very involved as well. So students help and formulate practical solutions solutions to facilitate their entrepreneurs' businesses to grow. And you get to present findings in a final group presentation with the micro entrepreneurs. It's very fulfilling, really amazing course. There's a lot more information available on our website. There was an information session on this course already, but the recording of the session is also on our website. So if you want to hear from the professors as well as representatives from Reciprocity, I highly encourage you to check this information session out. This is an amazing program, and you really do have the interactive features of getting to know micro entrepreneurs, getting to know experts and guest lecturers that are based in South Africa. Highly fascinating. And again, if you want to know more, please visit our website. I should mention that this is an MGT 396 course, but anybody who's a Rotman Commerce student can also get a Rotman Commerce credit by taking this course as well. And lastly, the third course that we are accepting applications as we speak is also based in China, and this is based on contemporary politics, so the rise of global China. This will be a 3-week course from May 9th to May 27th, and it's taught by Professor Lynette Ong. Lynette has taught this course on site as well as virtually, so she taught this last summer. And this program is designed to provide students with an enhanced understanding of politics of China through guest lectures and discussions. It is very current. In fact, her courses tend to be very different from each other from previous years because she really makes sure that she involves current issues as well as ties in various authors and guest speakers to complement the issues that you're talking about in this course. Really, really fascinating. We did have an information session last Friday, which also featured Professor Lynette Ong. However, if you want to check out this information session, it will be on our website in a few days. We do have Kyle. Kyle is a student that participated in this particular course last summer, and he will be here to talk more about his experience. The floor is yours. You could talk about your experience. Thanks so much for joining us.
Great. Thank you for having me. Hi, my name is Kyle, and I'm a first-year student at Public Policy and Economics, and I also do have a minor in political science. Here's a fun fact that I applied and got accepted to 2 programs in 2020. So it's like on-site program. One was in South Africa, which we just mentioned, and the other one is in England. So it was all canceled. So last year, I took 2 virtual summer abroad programs, GPA 331 and RSM 395. Both of 2 are like my favorite course I've taken at U of T so far. Before I really do that, I did not expect too much from the virtual program because I thought it would be like similar as a regular course that you can get from any department in U of T. However, after taking that, it was really excellent summer. That's the best experience I have never experienced before. So I would like to mention that the first advantage of taking virtual program is the class size. Consider about regular U of T class you do take every year. So even there was some like synchronous course, consider about class size, like we can barely form a hash or like even like speak anything in the class with other members and instructors. Virtual summer program is like really different. It has really small class size. It allowed me to like interact with everyone and with the instructor. Like whenever I have a question, I can raise it immediately and we can get into like jump into the discussion for that. And like the course itself is very interactive, like both summer abroad course I have taken virtually. I did not feel that I was like doing a remote learning. I get to participate in many discussions, and we did push back or adding points to other classmates, like idea, presentation, discussion. And we can also like discuss what we think to the professor. I think that's really essential for like social science and humanity course. I know like many of you may think or may worry like completing the 1.0 FCE is really intense. I really want to tell you that you have a really seamless learning experience. Social science course, you don't need too much time to practice over and over again, but like seamless experience is really important to understand the content. Like for the JPA 331, you have to learn the China's rise in the global power as a whole. You get a chance to social and work with class members. So it's really, really good that you can like meet almost every weekday. So I can still remember like there was like many Chinese students, they created a WeChat group for the JPA 331 course. They helped other students, like Canadian students or other local students to sign up WeChat and adding them. And we also try to like make some like like Chinese WeChat emoji. We call it 表情包, and we send it to them. Another thing that we had many guest speakers from different fields. We did not like only listen to them teaching and lecturing. We also had so many times to interact with them. In both these two courses, like we had awesome guest speakers. They are all the like professionals in various industries, but they do have like really deep understanding about our course content. So they provided us with really different perspective to complete the experience in this course topic. And we also had like a virtual field trip in our SM course, which is management, like MGT course this year. It was a series of videos made by students in local to show you around and introduce the local culture to you. So it was really interesting. And the last thing I really would like to mention is about the flexibility. As we already mentioned before, you can take course from the comfort of your home or en route on your summer travel, etc. anywhere. And compared to the regular summer abroad program, which normally you have like commitment for the whole day activities, you save time, money on traveling, on dining out, on socials. Most important, you have more time on your disposal. That's pretty much everything I want to share with you about the virtual summer abroad program. Again, thank you for having me. And if you have any questions, just feel free to let me know. I'm here to answer it.
Thanks, Kyle. It's really obvious that you did get a lot from this experience. I have to say that Professor Ong is pretty well known, and to have the opportunity for undergraduate students to have a course with Lynette Ong and for her to know all of you is a great experience for all of you. And as you mentioned, especially for social science students, capability of you to discuss and to ask questions to all these guest lecturers as well as to each other on a daily basis must have been a really great experience. So thank you so much for sharing your experiences and thoughts with us.
My pleasure.
Okay, so we're almost done and I will get to your questions. I know there's a few questions that are here. In terms of financing the summer abroad, the costs for these virtual courses are on our website. Unfortunately, just for virtual courses or programs, our bursaries or awards are not applicable. However, you could still look into OSAP to see if you're eligible to apply for OSAP, as this is a summer course. So in terms of next steps, I won't go into too much detail. This is all on our website, but for the 3 courses that I did highlight, the applications are now open and they will be open up until March 1st. This is not a first come, first served basis. So you could create a profile, an account, and then you could go back to it. Just as long as you submit and you pay for your application fee by March 1st, your application will be considered equally. We're going to be looking at academic suitability, your CGPA, as well as the program that you're taking, and as well as a personal statement, which is a maximum of 500 words. We do take the personal statement quite seriously. However, there's no exact perfect personal statement, as obviously it's personal. So explaining the reasons of why you want to take the course and how it will contribute to your academic plans experience. We do get questions about prerequisites as well. Even if you don't have the prerequisite, you do have an opportunity, like a free text section on our application to further explain what other experiences or courses that you may have taken to complement the course. Prerequisites, it'd be great for you to have it, but if you don't have the prerequisites, really want to take a specific course, please apply and just further explain the reasonings of why you want to take the course. As I mentioned, there's a $200 application fee. If you're not selected for the course, your application fee will be refunded. And if you want to apply to more than one summer abroad program, that's a separate application and a separate application fee. So additional virtual courses, as well as possible on-site courses, will be on our website as early as next week or early February. I know we have a question about on-site programs. I'll get to that in a few minutes. It's really important in the next few days or weeks to keep on visiting our website, contact us, or subscribe to our newsletter to get the updates of other courses and programs that will be available in the next few weeks. So before I get to your questions, for more information, you could visit our website. As I said a couple of times, there's lots of information there, including information sessions. You could attend a virtual program information session. So we have a bunch of them coming up in February. So feel free to register. Even if you can't make it, register for these information sessions anyways, and we will send you the link to the video. We have an Instagram, a pretty active Instagram account. Please follow us at U of T Abroad. We have a monthly e-newsletter called The Summary. If you visit our website, you could subscribe to this newsletter, and I think it's one of the best ways to be updated with any kind of program information that we're going to have in the next few weeks. You could book a virtual appointment with a summer abroad advisor. This is done through our website. So if you really want to just chat with an advisor, please set up an appointment and we'll be more than happy to chat with you one-on-one. To to create a summer abroad account. Once you create an account, we will be in contact with you as well. And it's also a gateway for you to start an application through our application system. So that's basically it. I'm going to get to your questions right now. What is the difference between a virtual summer abroad course and a regular on-site course? That's a great question. First of all, it's the duration of the course. Usually, if you take a regular on-site course, it will be a few months for you to complete it. Ours are a bit more condensed, so it's from 3 to 5 weeks, more condensed in terms of its structure. You're expected to take lectures practically every weekday from Monday to Thursday or Monday to Friday, depending on the course. So you'll be seeing each other quite a bit. And the assignments, the group projects may come faster because of that than what you're actually used to. Another big difference is the international component. So we do have virtual field trips, international guest speakers that are based in the particular regions. I would like to say a structured course base that is built by the instructor. So we really do combine that international component. Some courses even have an on-site coordinator that is in China or that is in South Korea, actually takes you to the location in real time. In terms of the involvement, it's a bit different than the regular on-site course as well. Am I able to take a U of T online course while I participate in summer abroad? So as I mentioned before, because of the intense nature of the U of T summer abroad course, we highly recommend that you do not take another online course at the same time. However, because our courses are condensed, so say for instance, if you're interested in the political science course in China, it's just 3 weeks and it's just in May. That leaves you 3 more months to take possibly another course or internship or to work. So the great thing about our courses is that you do have time throughout the summer to still plan to take another course. However, because of the condensed nature, we highly recommend that you do not take another course at the same time that you're taking the summer abroad course. Will there be any in-person summer abroad courses offered at all this year? Yeah, that's a great question. And we are working on that as we speak. We expect starting early February, which is next week, to post more information about how we're going to move forward with any on-site programs and any additional virtual courses. So if you bear with us for another couple of days, we're just sorting through the details of that. The big issue right now is that through Global Affairs Canada, there is no non-essential travel that is permitted right now. So because of that, the university has halted any international travel. Don't have a date until when that will open. We're still trying to sort out all of the details, and we will let you know soon if the confirmed in-person as well as virtual courses that we're going to be offering for 2022. Please bear with us for another couple of days. You'll get more information on our website then. So with respect to timing of the course, will it be the time zone of where the virtual course takes place? If the virtual course is in China, all lectures and field trips will be according to China timing. This is based with the professor's preference. More than likely, courses will be based on Toronto time. It will be from 9 to 11. So if in China, it might be during the late evening. However, this is confirmed from the instructor. I know that there was another course based in China last year. I believe it's a sociology course that was offered at a later time to accommodate other time zones. In general, we do say that it is based in Toronto time. However, this is confirmed by the professor as soon as we can confirm it. So hopefully that will answer your question. Most courses are based in Toronto time. And so even if you're in a different time zone, just like a U of T online course last fall, you're expected to still be participating in real time, no matter where you are. How does grading work for these courses? This is just like any other U of T course. As I mentioned, this is a U of T full year course. Your prof will be doing the marking, submitting the marks through your department, and it will be contributing to your CGPA. You're probably used to TAs and things like that, but because of the small condensed structure of this course, you will not have that. So your professors will be in charge of marking all your courses. In terms of schemes and in terms of evaluation, that differs from each of our courses. Some of the course outlines are already available on our website. So if you want to get a good idea of how the course is broken down and how the evaluations are going to move forward, please feel free to check out the course outlines that are on our website. Specific questions for the instructor, you could also email us and we could try to relay it to the instructor. You could communicate and know more about the course that way. I understand that lectures and field trips are mandatory, but what if the system does not work? Sorry, and I cannot enter a lecture or field trip due to technical reasons. Who does one have to contact be a criterion for not having attended? Again, this will be depending on the professor. Just like any other online course, we do expect you to have access to a good internet as well as connection. But things do happen, and we do understand that, just as long as it doesn't happen on a regular basis. So this could be communicated through the professor. If there's any like real problems in terms of connecting, you could also contact our office. We could see what we can do and how we could try to help you. We do understand that things do happen while you're taking courses, and things may not work. Just as long as it's not a regular occurrence, then you should be fine. Again, you will have to chat with the professor in terms of how comfortable professors are in terms of students missing any kind of lectures. But in general and in principle, and for your own sake, I would say that it would be very important for you to attend the field trips and lectures as much as you can. It is mandatory to know all of this information. If things do happen, we'll try to deal with it with the professor as well as with you if the time comes. Okay, well, I don't see any other questions that are here. We are so happy that you're able to join us. Thank you so much for joining us. Please attend our other information sessions. And I really do advise that you visit our website, follow us on social media, subscribe to our newsletter to get the up-to-date information from our office, because we will have up-to-date information coming up in the next few weeks. So thank you very much, and I hope you have a great day.